Istungon jokayadega.
Jinda.
Yeah, dongodos. Udet cinta dongon jokayadega. Cinta Terry dongon istungon jokayadega. Cinta Coco istungon jokayadega.
Jinda.
Aha, dongesos dongon da jokayadeg. Okay. Daiguzi dongon jokayadega. Istungon jokayadega. Okay. Remember greetings. We don't have greetings. Okay. Forms of greetings, guys, is how would you say, are you okay? Are you fine? Or are you without problems? Now, without problems is a literal translation. Okay. So how would you say that? Anybody? Anybody? It's don't go. Very good, Coco. Okay. Everything the same?
Mongosa.
But gee, how about you around okay? Or are you doing okay going around? Uh-huh. It's don't go alphaga. Very good. Okay, your responses. Dongodos. Yes, we are okay, or yes, we are without problems. Everything is the same. How would you say that?
In Mongols.
But gee. Okay, seems to be no problems. Estonguesos. Very good. Okay. The rest living with no problems? Uh-huh. Abalwa. Tungon aboga. There you go. And abalwa. Tungon aboga. The rest living with no problems? Pure people. Abaldagi. And what about chinakta? What does chinakta mean?
Yours.
Yeah, that belongs to you, ain't it? Very good. Okay. We're going to go back to singular verb tenses. Okay. I am looking at a rainbow. How would you say that? Uski indaja hijas. And this is you are looking at a rainbow. That's second person, Coco. How would you say that?
Uski indaja hijas.
Hijas. It's shorty. And then he, she, or looking at a rainbow. Terry, how would you say that?
Nagi.
That he or she is looking at a rainbow.
Oski indaja. Oski indaga. Hijas.
Indaja. Indaja means, yeah, Uski indaja. That's how come after it rains, you'll see that rainbow. It means, indaja means it's cutting it off, cutting the rain off. So that's why it says Uski indaja. And you'll see a rainbow after it rains, ain't it? So when you see that, indaja means it cuts that rain off. Indaja. Uski indaja. That's what they call a rainbow. It cuts the rain off. Okay, plural. We are looking at a rainbow. Now remember that this is all present. Okay? We are looking at a rainbow. Doing magagidi.
Uski indaja hiji.
Yeah, Uski indaja hiji. Okay. Uski indaja hiji. That's more than one now. Two people. Okay, second person. You all are looking at a rainbow. Now this is more than two now. It's saying you all. Okay. You also. How would you say that?
Oski indaja hijatskis.
There it is. Uski indaja hijatskis. There you go. Gis. Remember that. That's a short E. Gis. So Uski indaja hijatskis. Y'all are all looking at a rainbow. Okay. And you know, this is hardly used, but this is like, what am I looking at? Nothing to say off. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? And you can say, Uski indaja hijatskis. That is second person. They are looking at a rainbow. How would you say that? They are now. This is more than two.
Oski indaji hajagis.
Uski indaja hijagis.
Hijagis.
Hijagis. They are looking at a rainbow.
Now would it be Oski indaja hijagis?
No, hijagis. Gis.
Hijagis. Hijagis.
Hijagis. Yeah. Uski indaja hijagis. Hijagis. Okay. So see how this changes. It changes now. And these are all infinitive verbs. All you're doing, and on your past papers that you got it where you know what to change it to. But the infinitive verb always ends in eti. Ida. It always changes now to I am doing, you are doing, he or she is doing. Okay, because these are verbs. And this is what you got to remember when you're doing this, okay? And you can add all this because I started on some sentences, but our main person that runs this board is not here today. So this main board, the main board runner is not here, so I did some sentences, but I haven't. You can add anything you want to this, like Uski indaja. Saki. Hijagis. They are looking at a big rainbow. See, that's where this is where, but it all has to do with verbs, guys. All has to do with verbs. Okay, like this one. Uski indaja hijis. Uski indaja. Have y'all ever seen a twin rainbow? Bukta. Bukta. Uski indaja. You can say hokkolin, but two is actually a bukta. Hok. Golin. Hijes. Uski indaja hokkolin hijes. See? So that's how you would, this how you're going to do these things, okay? And I got like, I'm adding colors too, so y'all go and learn some words. Like, I got one, he just like, remember we was doing fujo. Y'all should know what fujo is by now because we have said that over. Fujolani. He just.
Yellow duck.
Yellow duck. Fujolani he just. Okay, you can use all this now. Second person, you are looking, Fujolani he jitskis. See? Or Fujolani, he or she is looking at a rainbow. So guys, that's how this works.
Oh goodness. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, any questions so far? Okay, see how these you can add anything to any one of these in speaking. You can change rainbow to a horse. Sako oglani hijas. I'm looking at a brown horse. You are looking at a brown horse. Sako oglani hijas. Oski and Daja hijas. Sako oglani hijas. See, these are just infinitive verbs, guys. Infinitive. And you just have to add on to it. All this is just, and that's part of your speaking. So, any questions so far about verbs? Okay, how we're using these verbs, and you're finding out now that verbs is a it's a prominent thing in your language. See, like legas, to sit is legida, to sit, legida. There it is. Iti. But if you say legas, legas means I am sitting. So you could say legas, legas. See? And this is going to change, guys, because I want to teach you that. See? Taki. I am sitting in a big chair. Taki. The in on here means in. And this is what all you need to put to speak. Okay? And I'm going to teach you all this, guys, because, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of speaking. But we had to start with verbs in order to show you that we are verb prominent, because if even just sitting, we're doing something. It's a verb. It's an infinitive verb. To sit, to wait, mihagida, to wait, mihages, I'm waiting. See, Githes, I'm learning. I'm learning. So see, this is all verb, all these verbs. And it's up to you, okay, to use them. Home base. What is home base, guys? What is home base? Eat. Yeah, I am eating. Yeah, I am eating. But I can ask you, Noggin.
The Lakshari.
Okay. This is a question. What? Ain't it? What? And that's all I had to do was Noggin. And you said the Lakshari. See, I didn't have to go into a whole conversation. All I said was Noggin. And you told me the Lakshari. What's the Lakshari, guys?
Red beans.
Red beans, yeah. And Stihekis call them pinto beans. They'll say pinto beans. And my kids, they don't know they didn't know what pinto beans was. Because all they've heard all their life was red beans. And I had to actually show them what pinto beans was and red beans is. So, this is how this is where you start. But you got to use them, okay? You got to use them. Add little things to them. Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm here. Talk to me. Noggin is what? Okay? Just like Nagidi is what is. Okay? What is it? Like if you saw something on the ground and you was looking there, and I said, no, you did. What is it? See? Okay, and we're gonna go. Is everybody about confused now? Are y'all keeping up, guys? Because I don't want no one lost. Coco's got it. She's up here. You know that.
I'm keeping up.
Come on, what's up?
All right, Josh, you got it. Okay. Maggie, Jinda. Every one of y'all, if your parents or you was around speakers, you probably heard some of these. You probably heard it. You know, it's not like you have never heard it. You've probably heard it at the grounds, at the church. You've heard somebody, but this is the thing that I'm going to share with you. When you're around speakers, listen to them. You know, I've seen people when, and this is my own experience. When people are talking the Mvskoke language, it's like they don't care. They'll just walk off. They don't want to listen. You know, because they don't. That what they're talking about. But you know, remember I said listening is the biggest thing you can do. And I've seen kids just sit there and just not pay attention. Everything's going on, but they're not listening to the speaking. If you're around speakers, if you hear two people, it's not being nosy. Just sit there and listen. Just listen. Don't just walk off like, oh, I don't know what they're saying. I don't care what they're saying. It ain't that. It's that you're listening to the words. Okay? Listening to them talking. See if you can hear some words. See if you can recognize it. Sometimes that one word will give you an idea what they're talking about. Kind of give you an idea what they're talking about. But you know, some people just says, oh, they're talking something I don't know, and they'll just walk off, or they'll move. They'll move to another spot. But you know, and that, you know, if you're not being nosy or anything, but now listening to the language. Just, you know, I used to sit and listen to my parents and her brothers, talk. And I don't even remember what they talked about. I really, you know, I just listening to them. Because half the time we are here and we heard it, but sometimes we weren't really listening to what they were talking about, but we did hear it. We were hearing the language. And there were some words I heard in there that I didn't know what they were talking about. And I had to ask Mom, what was y'all talking about? And she'd say, you don't need to know. But then again, she would say, that's what it was, you know, because that's how, you know, they had different meanings. But sometimes, you know, they didn't, which, you know, and then it was just my mom and her two brothers that would speak. And we were around speakers. I was around speakers all my life, every day. They spoke the language to each other every day. If they spoke English, it was very, very seldom. So I got to listen to them. I heard it. And I just didn't turn off a deaf ear. I was listening, you know, and I didn't think, well, I don't understand what they're saying, so I'm just going away. You know, listen. Go to the grounds and you're standing there, listen to them if they're talking. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be in the time we're in now. And that's why I keep saying I have respect for y'all when you're taking the language, because it's very seldom you'll hear somebody speaking a language. That's very unique if you hear somebody. It's out of the ordinary in our nation now, or in our tribe now. Very, very few people speak. So for me, you know, if I hear somebody speaking, I'm happy about it. Because I'm thinking, they know how to speak. You know, they know how to speak. And they're speaking. But what really would get me was people that to speak all over. And children, I saw a little girl here a couple of years ago. She spoke fluent. 3 years old. She spoke fluent. And I'm going to tell you, that brightened my whole day up. That brightened me up. I smiled. I just wanted to hear her talking. Because I thought, are you the next? Are you going to be the Atlas of the Mvskoke Nation? I heard her talking. She was 3 years old. And that just blew me away. I was blown away by that. Hey, I was blown away. So guys, use it. Listen, okay? And add to these words right here. Whoever is listening, add to these words right here. So, Oded, what can you say about hijaz? Give me something. Anything.
Let me think.
That COS should be separate.
Hijaz.
You're saying
Yeah, hijaz. You're saying
or said, what? I don't know.
Chin Hijaz Baxi. Or Baxi Chin Hijaz. I saw you yesterday.
Always question.
Okay.
Is that right?
Okay. That's past. So you saw me yesterday.
Oh yeah, Hijayunks.
Hijaz. Yeah. Because second. Okay.
Baxi Chin Hijayunks.
I was driving, I couldn't look.
Saw you yesterday. Okay. Jinda, Terry, what would you can use either one of this because she used past too, so that's good. Well, how would you add something to this?
Okay, I was working, so Nagi.
Now you weren't looking, but you can say adot kayes.
Adokayes. 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 Almost a habotinigo. I didn't hear. Get that.
Adot kayes. Or adot kayots. Adot kayots. Adot kayots. Jinda, Josh, can you add something to one of these and make a sentence? Are you on, Josh? Okay. Oh, I know. Go for it. Can you add something to one of this and tell us something? In the present, in the past, in the future.
Ijo hijas.
Yeah, Ijo, he's looking at a deer, Ijo. Okay.
Is that what you mean, Mahaya?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. That's what you need to do. Add something and tell somebody. Okay? And you're using the language. Jinda Coco, can you tell me something?
Mahaya Hijaz.
Yeah, she's looking at me. Mahaya Hijaz. She's looking at me. See? That's how you start talking. Even if it's in the wrong deal, in the wrong context. That's what I'm here for, right? That's what I'm here for. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Because I even make mistakes. Y'all see my mistakes up here. Y'all see my mistakes up here. So it's not like, I even make mistakes talking sometimes. And, so don't be afraid to make mistakes. Jinda, Maggie, can you add something to this? Maggie, are you on?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, good and clear this time.
Oh. What did you ask?
Can you add one of these and make tell me something, or either singular, plural, past?
I don't know. What do you want me to do? Read it off?
Yeah, tell me something with using one of these things. he just, what are these verbs?
Hold on. Oski in the cha he just. I'm looking at a rainbow.
Uh-huh. I am looking at a rainbow because you're using present tense, okay? Oski and Daja, he just. And you're like looking at it. At that moment, you're telling me. Because you're standing against the window and I'm back here. You say, Oski and Daja, he just. See? You said I'm looking at a rainbow. Okay. So these Indians has a lot to do with what you're doing in a language. Like me, okay, I'm an OU fan. So in the future, I'm gonna tell you what in the future. Boko dahogan hijahandues. Hijatis. Let's use hijatis. Boko dahogan hijatis. Okay. I'm saying I'm gonna watch somebody kick the ball. The one that I'm gonna watch that where they kick the ball. I'm gonna watch where they kick the ball because we have no word for football, do we? So I'm gonna watch. So some of these are descriptive, see. So we don't have a word for football. So I'm telling you, in the future, I am going to watch someone that kicks the ball. People that kicks the ball. Because we don't have football. And this is how, a lot of these things we have are descriptive. Football, we can't say iliboko, but they kick it. So I'm describing it as kicking the ball. Boko dahogan. See, dahogan. The one that kicks the ball, I'm going to watch that. Any questions so far on this?
Odette said, I should have said, Baksangi Jin Hijayans.
Shihijayans. Uh-huh.
Jin should put Jin.
Uh-huh. So you would say Chi, Odette, because, and we'll go, remember, Ja.
Okay.
Ja, Chi. Okay. Ja is mine. G is second person. Okay. And we'll go back through that. We're going to go back through all these. Boxidawa. We'll go.
Thomasine said, Noguzi Lusty Hijas.
There you go, Thomasine. Noguzi Lusty Hijas. That means I'm looking at a black bear. Litkus. What does that mean? That's a command. Litkus. Run. See? That's a command. Litkus. Telling you run. See how this can be. This is your base right here, guys. Base right here. Just add something to it. Just add something to it. And I used, like I said, when going back to listening, I used to hear, people talking. I wasn't actually listening to what they had to say. I was mostly just listening, and I forgot anyway what they were talking about. But I would hear these phrases, and I knew they were talking. Now Choctaw is a different story because my grandmother was.
Are you already on your way back?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was gonna go over your grocery order, and I meant to do that this morning, but I will come back and do it today.
Okay, so like we're, she was Choctaw. She was raised in Ulan, so she knew 2 different languages. She was fluent in the Mvskoke language and fluent in the Choctaw language, but she didn't know 1 word of English. She didn't know how to read, write, nothing. She was illiterate. She couldn't speak English. She didn't know nothing, but she knew 2 languages, Choctaw and Creek. But she didn't teach us Choctaw. She taught us Mvskoke. She would talk to us in Mvskoke, but when her brothers and sisters came around, they would talk Choctaw. They would talk. And she would sit there and they would just talk and talk. And, we sat there and listened to them. We sat there and listened to them. Didn't have a clue what they were talking about, but we sat there and just listened. We just listened. That's where listening comes in. I didn't walk away because they were talking Choctaw and I didn't know what they were talking about. I sat there and listened to them because I was, like, what? But I knew they were speaking Choctaw. Okay, so do we need to do the same thing with language? When somebody is talking, listen. Just see if you can pick out some words that they're talking about. Don't just move away because they're not talking something that you don't understand or not caring. Just sit there and listen to that conversation. See if you can pick out words, and you will hear some words. You will hear some words. You'll hear plenty of infinitive verbs. Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Golly. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, Hitsa. Right here, present tense. Niska jogo often he jays. I'm looking inside the store. Can you say that, Odette?
Call on them to come to us dream.
Mvskoke oven heaters.
But that makes sense, but that's what
Look inside the store.
when they go in like sweat lounge.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mvskoke oven heaters.
Looking inside the store right now. Okay, Perry,
And
I am running far.
some of the make some songs that Mason Man does. He calls on them during
Perry, are you on?
ceremony. During the green book. And one time my son was telling me, and I heard this too myself.
How about you, Daguji? Are you on?
He was telling me. He said,
Josh,
he
Dinda?
said this was like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah, Maya.
We were leaving.
Can you say I am running far?
It was just us. He said this way out there. He said,
Obeying liedjes.
Obeying. But with this,
Obeying
there
liedjes.
you go. You got that. There you go. Just make this way, or you can make this far, or you can make it just as far as you want it. By what tone? Obeying liedjes. When you put that tone in there, you're saying not just over there, not just a mile. You're talking miles now. Good job. Good job. Thomasine, I am eating breakfast or eating in the morning. Are you on, Thomasine? Jinda. Maggie? Okay, Thomasine, I am eating breakfast or eating in the morning.
Hitki hombayas.
Okay. Hut, hetki,
Hitki hombayas.
hetki, hombes. Hut, hetki, hombes. See, we don't have a word for breakfast, so we put morning. Hut, hetki means morning. Hombes, because we don't have a word for breakfast. We probably didn't even. I don't know how we lived back then, but in my day when I was growing up, breakfast wasn't just bacon, eggs, toast. What my kids know now, breakfast was anything. It could have been beans, but it was eaten in the morning. But nowadays these kids, all they know is eggs, French toast, pancakes, cereal. But we didn't have it. Breakfast was anything. Long as it was food, we were fed that for breakfast. But I kind of like that now too. I'll say, let's go eat breakfast. And we'll eat breakfast like, different Very good, guys. Can't hear you. Who can't hear me? Who's not hearing me? Okay. I am speaking the Mvskoke language, Maggie. Are you on, Maggie?
Yes, hold on. Mvskoke Language. Hold on. Turn my fan down. Mvskoke Language. Help me out, Terry.
That's okay.
Mvskoke Bonayes.
Mvskoke Bonayes.
Bonayes.
Very good. Remember that. Right here. Ga. Mvskoke Bonayes. See? Mvskoke Bonayes.
Like this.
Remember that. Remember that.
No,
Down.
just throw your head back.
Throw that head back.
Terry's helping me.
Okay. Coco, I am walking fast or in a hurry.
Looking, agape.
Okay, this is right here. Lucky means in a hurry, but it also can mean fast. Okay, that's where like you could say lucky, I'm walking in a hurry, or you could say I'm walking fast because it kind of means the same thing. Okay, that's where, and we're gonna learn this. Okay. Josh, I am jumping high.
Alwyn Taskas.
You are now. You are jumping high. You're telling me, so how would you say it?
Alwyn Taskas.
There you go. Halloween daskas. Halloween daskas. That if you said Halloween daskas, you're telling me to jump high. I can't. Okay. My little granddaughter, she was what, 5, 6 years playing softball. And I said, Poco, in nafkas. And she turned around and gave me a thumbs up. And I was telling her, hit that ball hard in Mvskoke. And she turned around right on that home plate and she goes, she put her thumb up. She knew what I was saying. See? And I say, Boko, in nafkas. Boy, she turned around and she goes. And there was a lot of Stijaris there and they really looked at us. I don't know, maybe some understood us, maybe some didn't. But I was so, my heart was just a singing, My heart was just a singing when she turned around and looked at me, and gave me that. We'll do. Okay. Dagoji, are you on? I don't know if she's on or not.
Did you say me?
Dagoji?
Did you mute her?
I don't know.
Noise.
Nagi. Mr. Mama.
Dagoji?
How you doing?
Dagoji, are you on?
Terry and Dogas.
Terry, okay. Can you say I am singing a song?
Yahegida, Yahegis.
Remember the AC.
S. Yahegi, Yahegis.
Oh, yes, you're using English here. Switch back to Mvskoke. Yahegas. Yahegas. Remember.
Yahegida, Yahegas.
When you're doing something, it's got the AC, the IS at the end.
Okay.
And that's when you're doing something at the present, okay? Yahegida, Yahegida, Yaheges.
Yes.
Because Yahegida is song, okay? But we don't have no song. Oh, Lishji. Hasiskita. What's Hasiskita?
Morning.
Clock. Clock is
The clock.
Hasiskita.
Oh,
Yes.
Hasiskita.
Poquitos.
Yeah.
But tomorrow we're gonna start all over again, and I may have a few things up there. If our board controller is here tomorrow, I might have a few things up there. But we're gonna stay on this little while and just say it without even thinking about it, okay? But y'all need to add something like honna a whole thing. You don't have to sew a dress. Honna's a dress. Look in your dictionary and add something to this that you could sew. Okay? Or write a letter. You don't have what says this. You don't even have to write a letter. You can write a paper. Use any of these, but I may have y'all throw a few out tomorrow. Okay? But throw a few out. Oh, I know. Chihita got this. Oh. Mado, guys. Chihita got this.
Pero,
Josh. David, Chihita.
Mado Mahaya.
Odette, Chihita.
Paksi.
Boxy, Chihita. Oh, I know. Everybody. Inga. Oh, I know. Chihita got this.